Hi and welcome to today's chair yoga class. Before we begin, what you'll need today is a comfortable chair, preferably some blocks or yoga bricks. If you don't have those, don't worry, I'll be giving you modifications throughout the class. You could also replace the bricks with books or boxes, anything that just gives you a little bit of height. Also, if you have any bolsters, that would be great. Otherwise, blankets and any cushions that you've got available will do the job as well. For safety, please make sure that your chair is on a non-slip surface. If you don't have a mat, I really recommend pushing the chair up against a wall just to make sure there's no moving around during the class. So if you need to pause this video, make sure you have everything you need, and when you're ready, we'll begin. So starting in a comfortable position on your chair, we're going to be finding length in the spine. So we're sitting upright. Let's bring the shoulders up to the ears and take them to the back of the room. Bring the chest forward and allow the shoulder blades to fall down the back body. Resting the hands, palm facing down, on the knees or the thighs. Elbows tucked in. And now just bring your awareness to your sitting bones. Are both of your sitting bones rooted down into the chair? Just have a feel around. One might be higher than the other, that's completely fine. So rooting through the sitting bones, making contact with the chair, and then just following that down through the knees and into the feet. If your feet can't reach the ground, we have options. You can place a blanket under your feet. You can use bricks under your feet. You could take a bolster or anything else you have available in the home. Let's make sure that the floor lifts to meet your feet. So rooting through your feet on whatever surface. Again, with the shoulders back, chest lifted, let's take a nice deep breath through the nose. And open mouth, exhale, release. And again, inhale, nice long through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, release. And one more, inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. And if you feel comfortable, you can close your eyes if you haven't already. We'll take a few moments to center ourselves on our chair, ready for our practice today. So again, making sure that the spine is nice and straight. Let's move through any tension in the body, bringing your awareness to your head, your forehead. Release any tension in the eyes. Relax the jaw, relax the face. Relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Let go of any holds in your stomach. And relax into the chair. Allow the chair to take your weight, maintaining your upright position. Let the knees, let the legs feel heavy and relax. And bringing your awareness now to your breath. Just notice the lengths of your natural breath. Notice the rhythm. Are your breaths deep or shallow? Are they long or short? No need to judge them, there's no right or wrong, just noticing. And now bringing some length into our inhales and exhales. Let's elongate every single breath. So on your next inhale, breathing in slowly, steadily through the nose, reaching a full, complete inhale, before exhaling again slowly, taking your time, releasing the old energy, carbon dioxide from the lungs, before inhaling again, taking in the fresh oxygen. and a long exhale. Just really working now to smooth out the breath, to elongate the breath, finding a sense of steadiness and calmness. Continue breathing deeply and fully. You may even notice some rising and falling in the chest. Relaxing the face muscles, letting go of any tension in the stomach and the shoulders, allowing the body to relax. Returning your breath to its natural rhythm. Just notice how you feel, if you feel any differently now to how you did at the beginning of practice. And when you're ready, we'll softly blink open the eyes and we'll begin to invite some movements into our practice. So all of the postures are recommendations, but please listen to your body. If you don't feel comfortable, if you feel any type of pain or discomfort, then don't push yourself. Listen to your body, and when your body tells you to back off a little, then back off. And just know you can have the option to take a break at any time. Now firstly, we'll take a nice long inhale through the nostrils, and we'll stretch the arms out wide, either side and all the way up to the sky. Now you may even be able to touch the palms. If not, that's okay. And then as you exhale, we'll swoop the hands all the way down, palms facing down. And we'll repeat. So inhale, swooping the hands up, palms facing up to the sky. A gentle lift of the chin up to the direction of the hands. And exhale, releasing the hands all the way down. Again, inhale, lifting, stretching the fingers wide, and exhale, releasing down. Great. And now what we'll do is place the hands on the knees or on the thighs, and again, rooting through the feet. When you're ready, take an inhale and pull the heart forward. So we're lifting the heart through the shoulders and shining the heart up to the sky. With a gentle back bend, and when you're ready, on the next exhale, we're going to bend into our backs. So now straightening the arms, bending into our backs, pushing the backs into the chair, and just slowly release the chin down to your chest. On your next inhale, we'll repeat. Bend the elbows, bring the heart through, and shine the heart up to the sky, feeling a gentle bend in the back. And on your next exhale, rounding into the back, straightening the arms, chin meets the chest. Once more, inhale, coming through. Thinking again about those nice long inhales and exhales. Breathe as you need to, as is comfortable. On your next exhale, bending in to the spine. My breath guides offer your guidance, but please do take extra breaths as and when you need to. And then we'll come back into a neutral position. Stretching the sides now. Take the left hand onto the side of the chair, or you can keep it on your knee or thigh. Inhale, swoop the right hand all the way up to the sky. Think long and tall. And then we'll take a slight bend over. Now, mindful of your breaths, deep inhales and exhales. Think about stretching all the way from the fingertips down to the hip. And on your next inhale, we'll swoop, inhale up. Exhale, release the hand down to the chair, and we'll swap sides. With the right hand on the chair, inhale, lift the left hand up. And then bend into the side body. Take nice, deep breaths, slowly and steadily. And on your next inhale and exhale, release the hands all the way down. Good. Inhaling now, swooping the hands all the way up overhead. And as we exhale, we're going to cactus the hands down. So we'll bring them down into a 90 degrees angle. Again, breathe out as you need. We're going to take the fingertips, the pinky fingers pointing away from you, and spread the fingers wide. And just think about broadening the collarbones away from each other. So we're really finding an opening space across the chest. On your next inhale, lifting the hands up overhead. And exhale once again, cactusing the hands. Once more, inhale. Stretching the fingers wide, feeling the stretch through the arm muscles. And exhale, release, cactus. And then you can continue and release the hands back down onto your thighs. Coming down now to our hips and knees. We'll begin by just straightening out the right leg. Now don't worry if you can't get it all the way up. If it's just moving inches off the ground, that's absolutely fine. We're going to knit the breath into these movements now. So inhale, straightening. And exhale, release. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, release. Inhale. Notice any feelings or sensations in the leg and the feet. Last one. Inhale. And exhale, release. And swapping sides now. Inhale, lifting the left foot, stretching it far away. And exhale, release. Inhale, lifting. Again, noticing how this feels in the leg and your bones. Exhale. Inhale. Now also pull the toes back towards you and see if that enhances the stretch in any way. Exhale, release. And last one. Inhale. Exhale, release. Lovely. And now we're going to use our hands to lift up the right thigh. So hands underneath the right thigh. Again, maintaining length and in the back and shoulders away from the ears. And we're going to just bring some movements into the hip joint by rotating the hip. We'll go outward motions first. Again, just noticing how that feels. And we'll go the opposite way. Good. And release. Switching sides, lifting up the left leg, pulling the left leg up towards you, taking some rotations. And again, we'll begin knitting the breath into our movements here. So think inhale, knee comes up, exhale, knee comes down. And go the opposite way. And release. Okay, next we've got a few different options. So we're crossing the legs. You can either take a cross at the ankle, you can take a cross here at the legs, or if it's accessible to you, you can cross the ankle over the knee. So we don't want to make bone-on-bone contact. So we need the ankle to be back on the fleshy part of the thigh, and we want the ankle far enough over that the ankle isn't pushed onto the leg. So wherever you are, whether that's here, here, or here, we'll take an inhale and stretch the hands up overhead, reaching high. And as you exhale, we're going to bend forward. Now go as far as is comfortable and accessible for you. This might be enough. If that's okay for you, maybe you can begin to bend further. And again, if your legs are crossed down here, you may be bending here. You can have your hands on your knees or on the chair or even the back of the chair. If you are able to make your way further down, you can use bricks or boxes to support your fold. Wherever you are, bending and folding down. Keeping the foot flexed, so pulling those toes back. See how that feels in the leg, in the outside of your leg. And bring your awareness to your breath. Taking those long, deep inhales and exhales. Good. And when you come up, gently, softly, wherever you are, we'll take a few rotations of the ankle, whether your foot's here, here, or here. Rotating the ankle. And really be mindful of making these circles as round and as wide as you possibly can. And changing direction. Good. Now coming to cross-legged, so moving from either there or here, crossing the legs if it's accessible to you. Inhale, reaching high. We're going to twist over to the left-hand side. So the right hand comes down onto the knees, the left hand comes down behind the chair. Inhale and find length in the spine. And as you exhale, see if you can twist a little further, beginning to shift your gaze towards your left shoulder. And breathe through the sensations, taking long, deep inhales. Long, deep exhales. One more inhale. One more exhale, deepening our twists. Good. And inhale, swoop the hands up and overhead. And exhale now, just take a counter twist to the opposite side, looking over the right. And when you're ready, gently coming back to center. Now we'll swap sides. So placing the right foot back down. As we did before, left ankle crosses over left ankle, or the legs are crossed, or we'll find this figure of four. Again, being mindful to not place the ankle, not to turn the ankle in. Rooting down through the feet. This might be enough for you already, and if so, stay in this position and breathe through the sensations. If you think you can go further, we'll take a swoop of the arms up, find length in the spine, and when you're ready, we'll fold over as far as feels good to you. We don't want to force things, we want to feel sensation, we don't want there to be any pain. Find that spot that works just right for you. And take long, deep breaths. And just see if you notice anything release. You may, as you progress, begin to fall deeper and deeper. Again, you can use the bricks if that's helpful to you, or you can stay where you are. And just remember that how my variation looks is not how your variation has to look. We're all different. Our bodies are all different. And we're going to look different. And good, when you're ready, inhale, swoop the arms up overhead. Now bring your leg into a crossed position. Inhale and exhale, twist this time to the right hand side first. Right hand comes behind the chair, left hand to the knee or resting on the legs. Inhale, find length in your spine, and exhale, move more into that twist. Using your breath now, think length with every inhale and twist with every exhale. Good. And inhale, arms come swoop overhead, torso back to the center, and exhale, twist to the opposite side. And inhale. Exhale, release and place the feet back on the ground. Now what we're going to do is point the feet out, and then we're going to widen the stance. So if that means you're here, that's fine. If that means you're here, fine. If that means you're here, that's fine too. Find that place that works for you. And we're rooting through the sit bones, making contact with the chair. Good. With the hands on the thighs, fingers pointing away from you. Firstly, we'll inhale and bring the heart through the chest once again. And as you exhale, we're going to dip the left shoulder down. Now, if this is where you are, that's fine. Find that spot and breathe. You may be able to go deeper, and you may be able to even use the hand against the leg to find a deeper stretch. Continue breathing deeply, shifting the gaze over that right shoulder, and just notice how this feels. And when we'll inhale, come back to the center, and exhale, do the same on the other side, dipping the right shoulder in. If it's available to you, you can straighten that right arm and push. Finding a deeper stretch, go gently. Inhale, back to center. We'll move through that a couple times. Exhale, dip the left shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale, dip the right shoulder. Inhale, center. Good. Last one. Exhale. Notice how this feels. Inhale. Exhale. Are there any differences on the different sides? And inhale, back to center. Good. Bringing the legs back into position. We'll inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. And then bringing them down. Hands in front of the chest in proud pose. Now hands coming down either side, Tadasana. Let's just stretch through the hands. Just really imagine an energy line pulling from the shoulders all the way down to the fingers. Good. And now what we'll do is we'll move over facing the right hand side if this is available to you on your chair. So go with how feels comfortable for you. Right foot is facing out towards the right. We're keeping the right hip on the chair, but we're going to allow the left hip to come off. Now, if that's not available to you, don't worry. Stay where you are and we'll work from here. If it is possible, maybe you'll be here, maybe you'll be here, and maybe you'll begin to straighten and elongate this back leg. We'll work through it together. Keep the right knee over the right ankle. So we don't want that and we don't want this. So try to find a nice lovely right angle here if it's possible to you. And when you're ready, inhale, reaching up and high overhead, a variation of Warrior One. Now use your breaths to breathe through any sensations. finding length in the spine, and as you sink into the chair, elongating that back leg. Now don't worry if you can't get it all the way straight, it might be down here, that's fine. But with time, see how this feels and see if you can elongate the stretch. Breathe. If this is not comfortable for your hands, you can bring your hands in front of your heart or down to your knees or on the chair is fine as well. And breathe. Good. Inhaling, swooping the hands up or finding more length if you're up there already. And then exhale, we're going to bring ourselves back into our wide-legged stance. And exhale with the hands on the knees. Good, and we'll repeat on the opposite side. So now we'll dip the right knee down. The left hip is staying on the chair. You can allow the right hip to come off if that's possible. If it needs to stay on, that's okay, let it. We'll find a nice 90-degree angle in the forward leg. And again, when you're ready, inhale, swooping the hands up. Now try to keep the shoulders down away from the ears, if that's possible. And as you sink into your posture, we're taking the back leg, finding a nice stretch for your variation of Warrior One. Now breathe through the sensations, feel the stretch across the hip flexors or any other sensation you're feeling in your body. Pulling through the back of that right heel. See if anything's changing as you give in to any sensations that are coming your way. Take another deep inhale, stretch long, and then as we exhale, we're going to release back into our wide-legged stance. Take a moment. Now we're going to inhale and stretch the hands up wide. And see if you can also stretch the legs into our star pose. Spreading the toes, spreading the fingers, wiggling them. Taking all that energy all the way through to the very, very tips of our toes and fingers. Breathe. And exhale, release. Bringing the knees back into alignment at the center. And we'll inhale, bring the hands up overhead, and bringing the hands down, we'll find an eagle. So switch the right arm underneath the left. Now you may stay here with the hands back to back, or you might wrap the hands further. Either way is okay, wherever you are. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Exhale, allow the shoulder blades to fall down the back. Inhale, elbows come a little bit higher. Exhale, shoulders come down the back. Good. And we'll release, and we'll switch this time. The left hand comes underneath, left arm underneath. Now you may stay here, or you may be able to wrap the hands. Inhale, lifting the elbows. Exhale, releasing the shoulders. And again, inhale, lifting the elbows. Exhale, releasing the shoulders. And then release the shoulders down. We'll take a few rolls. Good. And again, we'll finish with a couple of twists. So inhale, scoop the hands up overhead. And we're just going to twist round, right hand to left knee or thigh, left hand to the back of the chair. Inhale, think length, and just looking over the left shoulder as you exhale, finding a deeper twist. Inhale, come back to center, swoop the hands up high, and exhale, twisting the opposite direction. Left hand to right knee, right hand to the back of the chair. Inhale, find length, and exhale, deepening the twist, working to your gaze looking over the right shoulder. And inhale, coming back to center. Good. Now, if you have blocks or bricks available, we're going to place them under your feet. If you don't have them, you might want to choose a blanket or a bolster, or you might have something else available to you. So you can use your hands if you need to and place the feet on top of the blocks. Then we'll take a swoop of the hands up overhead, and then we'll fold forward. So bring the torso, the belly button down first onto the thighs, followed by your chest, and then allow the shoulders to roll forward. Let the head hang heavy. Let the knees and the thighs take the weight of your torso. Breathe deeply, see how it feels. Sending the breath into the ribs. You may even notice the ribcage expanding across the back. And when you're ready, push your feet into the ground and bring yourself all the way up. You can widen the stance slightly, and with your hands at the chair, just allow the knees to fall over to the right hand side and then to the left hand side. Over to the right and to the left, just releasing any tension you may have in your lower back, winding down for a final posture. So for our Shavasana to finish today, you have options. You can stay like this, or if you're comfortable with the feet on the floor, that's fine. If you'd like more height or more support, and you've got the props available, then you can make a stack with the bricks and the cushion. Then you can rest your feet over top. So allow yourself to be comfortable, take a few moments to shift, make any shifts that you need to so that you can completely relax. Find whatever props, cushions are available to you, a blanket if you're cold, and then we'll just bring the shoulders up to the ears, send them to the back of the room, allow them to relax down, and if you feel comfortable for our last few minutes in Shavasana, you can close your eyes. Allow the feet to fall left and right if they want to. Allow the body to feel heavy, supported by the chair and the ground underneath you. Notice if there's any tension in your body. How does your body feel? Just bring your awareness to any differences you may notice now. Let the shoulders fall away from the ears. Let the shoulders fall away from the ears. Relax the muscles. Release any tension you have in the face, in the jaw, in the stomach. Let the hips be heavy. Let the legs be heavy. Supported and the weight taken by the ground underneath you. And Shavasana offers us this opportunity for our bodies to relax completely and for our central nervous systems to switch off, to feel safe and to rest. And just bring your awareness now back to your breath. Your breath's natural rhythm. There's no need to change anything. Just notice. Is the breath different from before? Is it the same? Are your breaths deep or shallow, long or short? Just noticing. If your mind wanders, that's completely normal. But just leave that thought and come back to your breath. Again, if you notice your mind wandering, just come back to your breath with your awareness on your inhales and exhales. And let's take another nice deep inhale through the nose, all the way in from the bottom of the lungs, all the way up to the top, as long and complete as you can. And open mouth, exhale, release. And again, inhale all the way, empty lungs filling all the way up to the brim. Open mouth, exhale, let it all go. And one more. Inhale deeply, fully and mindfully, and exhale, release. We'll begin to bring some movement back into the body, so you can wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, maybe rotate your ankles, rotate your wrists. You might want to just move the neck, move the head, bring the shoulders up and down. And slowly you can blink your eyes open and return your feet down into whatever comfortable position, or if you're comfortable and happy there, I invite you to stay for as long as you need, as long as you have time for. And otherwise, we'll bring our hands to our heart center in prayer pose. And well done for making the time for yourself today, for your self-care, your physical needs, your emotional needs, giving your body some ease and finding some peace of mind. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again soon. Namaste.